Hey, shalom. It's the brothers from GMS New Orleans. All right, coming at you with a quick sit down, okay? Prior to getting started, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Hashem Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to those who elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, and this particular video, we're gonna address a comment that was left on my YouTube page, right? And the brother gonna grab it real quick. I think I sent it to you, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Come.
That is a comment. What you gonna read? Both of them?
Yeah. First and foremost, we're gonna read yeah, you can read both of them in order.
I just get the point.
Read both of them, because we're gonna address that too, you know?
Yeah, it says respect. I guess you're trying to say Akim.
Right.
It says, I only do redo, but I live in this word. I'm glad y'all stopped claiming those heathen Siberian Indians and fake Mexicans in our promise.
Right, and I want to address that, okay? So this guy, he's responded to a video I did with the brother, and I guess his disposition was that we have partial truth, okay? He's saying that the so-called Native Americans, and the so-called Latinos are not a part of our heritage, Now, I'm not sure where he gets his substance from, because obviously we go into who the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are on a frequent basis, right? Weekly, okay? And through scriptures, they are our brothers, man, We're all kin, okay? But nevertheless, the way he spells his Hebrew and through various other things, you know, we went on the God page, looked at certain shit, and you could just tell the guy's off. And what this video is gonna go into is pretty much, just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and let the prophets preach. If you don't have the truth, either get with it or get left, man. It's only two ways about this thing. Okay? We're not in a time for debating. Those who get it, they get it, and those who don't get left. You want to say something?
No, you got it, brother.
Got a quick one for you.
Go ahead.
Plain and simple, man. This is the book of Amos. It's like
You want to put that out?
Yeah.
It's fooling with you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Come.
What?
Can two walk together?
Yeah. Bring that out. Because
it was three.
That's the spirit he came in.
Yeah. This is Amos 3:3. It says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" And just backing you up, brother. Like at this point in time, it doesn't make sense to make senseless arguments anymore.
Right.
We believe this is what it is. You believe that's what it is. You walk your own way. We walk our own way. All right, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If I could say, at this point, brother, where we at with prophecy, right, and where we at with who the right teachers are, who are the correct prophets. Hey, man, whatever you believe in, just go do that shit, man. If you believe, we didn't get to it yet. If you got a certain kind of play on words, if you don't believe the MOTB is the RFID micro C up,
right?
You think it's something else? Well, just go believe that shit, man.
Then they go for the different breakdowns, right? The Daniels. If you don't believe we in a revised Roman Empire, if you don't believe that Esau is the devil, okay. If you believe that the MOTB is an embargo. Hey, bro. With all due disrespect, right? With all due disrespect, go do that shit. Man, we at the time in which even a mere child, a baby, can see, that, we're in the times, of the end, we're at the end of an age, All right, the end of an eon. Okay, in in layman's terms, the end of the world, right? Because that word world has three meanings. Okay, but nevertheless,
read the rest of this.
yeah, finish that out.
God, it says, and this is the second comment. It says, and we aren't the hopeful elect, my God. We the faithful elect. I hate when y'all say that. Right?
One more time, Al.
It says, and we aren't the hopeful elect, my God. We the faithful elect. I hate when y'all say that. In which this is an asinine statement, man. You know, if you don't know what the word asinine means, go look it up. All right, it's an asinine statement. You know, go ahead, bro.
Nah, because in which I'm gonna get this brother to grab those two words, right? Hope and faith. All right, Babaka Shah. Grab hope first, all right, because hope is gonna go into faith. You see?
You want me to get the
online etymology. You know, and when you go on a guy like this page, because the first thing we do before we make any assumption or we take anything any kind of way, which Jake shouldn't take nothing any kind of way, because this is supposed to be in those times. You're gonna have people that come up against the truth, right? But nevertheless, I went to this guy's page, and all he does, which he started out in the other comment saying that all he does is read throughs. And hey, the Lord didn't tell you to do that. The Lord didn't say in the scriptures, hey, do read throughs of the scriptures. I could literally go to YouTube and get an audio book. Okay, I could go to one of these Bible apps and play the audio. I don't need you to do a read through. Break the scriptures down. All right, that's what the Lord put the prophets on the earth to do. Do me a favor and open the door for the brother and let some of that smoke out. That's what the prophets are here for. Okay, to break the scriptures down, man. All right, not to read them and you don't speak on it, no commentary, nothing. Just break the scriptures down, man. But go on with that word. Which you had a precept?
Yeah, I was getting one.
Yeah, you can bring out your precept and grab whatever you have.
God, this Romans chapter 8.
Oh, and another thing, before you go, I want to say this, man. Hey, this guy, he doesn't even show himself on the fucking camera, man. All right? Doing some weird shit with the Ethiopian Bible, okay? And other, how could I say?
Weird activity.
Just pretty much weird activity, The guy dipping his fingers in some sort of liquid. I don't know what the hell you're doing, on your videos, but nevertheless, that's off, man. Scriptures tell you, which I'm holding it to, Israel shall see their teachers, man.
Yep.
Okay, but you got it.
Yeah, it's Romans 8 and 24. Yep. I just get the point. It's Romans 8 and 24. It says, for we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why do he yet hope for it? But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. So when you read it in NLT, it says we were given this hope when we were saved. If we already have something, we don't need to hope for it. And have we been saved yet?
No.
Right? Have we been elected yet?
No.
We hope. Right? We hope. And I got that word for you too. Right? Just the word hope. It says to have the theological virtue of hope, to have trust, have confidence, assume confidently or trust that something is or will be so.
And it says, read that part with confidently.
Okay, it says to have trust, have confidence, assume confidently, or trust.
All right, so when you go into that word confidence, con meaning with, and fidence goes back to fidelity, right? Which goes into faith. You see, with faith, confidence. You see, so though, which you basically you're answering your own question.
Right.
I
got some more for you too.
You should have just kept your mouth closed, all right? Because you took your time out to construct thoughts, all right, which in turn turned into a comment, which you could have simply just kept that to yourself, man. You know, and continue to get edified. I don't never involve myself with something that does not concern me. Right. You know.
Yeah, or if I'm confused about something or I don't know something,
right,
I'll ask.
Ask a question. Yeah. I you know, myself and you know, shit, I can speak for every brother in Great Millstone are perfectly fine with asking questions, answering questions. Right. We do that for a living. That's what the purpose of these video epistles are for, to bring understanding to common questions of the scriptures to the sincere. Right. All right.
If I can back you up, you know, ultimately, you know, what this could fall in the boat into is pretty much, you know, pride, man. All right. Right. You know, the Lord wants no dealing with pride. So if we knew we was the hopeful elect, we knew exactly what number we was, we wouldn't be doing this. Right. You know, we understand that the Lord, you know, has us working for this thing to build our faith and our trust into Him. You know, that's why we have to have that faith in we are the hopeful elect, you know.
Con. You got more, ain't it?
That was it for the precept. Oh, that word hope, yeah, con. It said this is the noun. The first one I read was the verb. It says confidence in the future, especially of the Most High or Hamashiach as a basis for hope. From hope, expectation of something desired.
Yeah, so ultimately, bro, you know, with that beautiful definition, you know, to hell with what you're saying. All right, with all due disrespect, we are the hopeful elect. All right, and that's just a wrap. All right, we have faith, of course, but you know, we the hopeful elect, man. We hope for that salvation. Okay, going back to the Romans that brother brought out. All right, we haven't been saved yet. Salvation hasn't come yet, so we long for that salvation. We hope for it.
Can I add one more thing to you?
Yep.
You know, and again, backing up that hopeful elect. You know, in this walk, in these short years that we've seen, man, there's men that has fallen left and right. All right, that was once upon a time calling themselves the hopeful elect. So again, we don't know if today may be our last or if the Lord has completely chosen us. You know, and this is a day by day, you know, ongoing thing that's going on, man. We don't truly know, but we're going to stand in the light and do everything to the best of our ability to make our calling and our election sure. All right, that's the mindset that you got to have in the thing. You know,
standing in a lot of hope, man. You know, you had something?
Yeah, I just wanted to finish out this NLT in Romans 8:25. It says, "But if we look forward to something we don't yet have, we must wait patiently and confidently." And that's what hope is. Looking forward to something that we don't have. We hope to be a part of the elect. We not elected yet. Right. It's simple and plain.
It's simple. Yeah. It's simple. You know. Grab for me Hebrews 11:1, and you could get whatever precept you was holding.
I got the Hebrews. I got the Hebrews already.
Go ahead.
There's Hebrews 11:1. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen."
So, you know, going back to that comment, right, in Babakashah, if you could read it one more time.
1 second.
Yep.
You want to grab it for the brother?
Nah, he cool. Basically, just going back to that comment, man. All right, the guy said that we are the faithful elect and not the hopeful elect. All right, but this right here is showing you that faith and hope are synonymous with each other.
Right.
All right, they're synonyms to each other.
Right.
One that has faith has hope.
Right.
One that has hope has faith.
Right.
All right, one can't be without the other.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, they go hand in hand. Man. You can't have faith and not have hope.
Right.
What I just read in Hebrews 11, it sounded like the same definition for the word hope.
God.
You know, I'll read it again. It's Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
And that's another scripture just showing this. This Hebrews is another scripture showing you that they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
All right. You cannot mention faith without hope, and you cannot mention hope without faith when concerning the Holy Bible, man.
Yeah.
The life scroll. Okay.
I got one more verse.
You got it.
What is that?
11 and yeah.
God,
Shit, it's really, man. It go all the way through, but
I just wanted to get this point.
you got it.
It's Hebrews 11:5. It says, by faith, so like it's 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that believeth, so like it, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Yeah. Hey, heavy, man. You know. So in a sense, you wasn't wrong, but you know, it kind of was you wasn't right either, man.
Right.
All right. And we
Like
not.
I said,
Go ahead.
quick. It's an asinine question.
That's right.
Asinine statement. Hope and faith is synonymous, man.
That's right, man.
You read the definition for faith, it's going to have the same words: confidence, trust. You go to hope, it says the same thing.
That's right.
So that's why, like when the apostles talk about Jake being diligent, right? That's why I brought the scripture out, because it said he's going to be a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Right? And when you read verse 2, it says, for by it the elders obtain a good report.
Yeah.
You know? And that's why our apostles said, man, you need to be like the church of Berea, man. If you truly believe in this thing, because like the brother said, we don't really know. You know, these people come on the comment board, say crazy shit. You know, they scoff. We don't know, you know. But if you're a true believer, right, and you make an asinine statement, well, maybe you need to go do some diligent work,
Research.
man.
You got to go research.
Like Apostle Ramnab always said, you got to be like the church of Berea, man. Right. Searching the scriptures daily, man.
That's right, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
And get your little reese on, man.
Yeah.
Go do your research. You know?
Get your little reese, man.
Nah. And hey, kudos to that dude, man. Because a lot of people don't do no research.
Right.
You know?
And just believe what a person say.
Right.
But you got your precept, beloved.
This is the book of Sirach, 22 and 13. You know, and pretty much, you know, backing up with the brothers, what we're going into, man. You know, at some point in time, you know, we sitting here and answering, you know, your questions, you know, and is hopefully, you know, edifying you in this situation here. But this is not going to be an ongoing thing. You know,
right.
When it comes to dealing with foolish questions, that's not something that you constantly, you know, answer over and over and over. You know, but this is Sirach 22 and 13. It says, talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding. Beware of him, lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his fooleries. Depart from him, thou shalt find rest, and never be disquieted with madness. All right? And that's what the Lord is telling us, man. So if it's any type of foolish, asinine questions that's going on, you know, the more that we affiliate ourselves with these foolish questions, that could throw a brother off, you know?
Hey, the apostles in that spirit.
Yeah.
Elder Apostle Tahar always say this shit, man. You get them guys coming up against you at the you know, chief places of concourse, right? When you out on the block, shit like that. Hey, tell them get the fuck up the street.
Yeah.
You know? By this time, there are thousands of videos out on whatever it is that you need to be answered. Not saying that Jake won't answer your question, but once you start to answer the same questions that have been answered over and over and over and over, right? Now we're starting to get pulled into the game.
Right.
And that's one thing that Jake not going for, man. Go ahead.
You got that precept right here. This is Proverbs 26 and 5. And 4, Salaki. It says, answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him.
Yeah, so we're you know, well versed within the scriptures, man, within wisdom. You see, we are students of wisdom. Okay, how foolish would it be to get ensnared with the games of a fool, man? With the games of a nigga, all right, that make the fucking sign of the cross, dipping his fingers in so-called holy water, man. Mm-hmm. Fucking tap water. Nah, bro, cause it's starting to get you know.
I got a preset.
Fuck it, bro. Fuck it, bro.
One more in the GNT, so I can
fucking tap water is crazy.
Proverbs 26 and 4 in the GNT, you know, further backing up your point, brother. It says, if you answer a silly question, you are just as silly as the person who asked it.
And you talking about the men who are dealing with the knowledge that has been given by the Most High. Mm-hmm. Hey, you ain't gonna make the time of making mockery and making fools of the men of the Lord is over. You see? In the time of us even addressing this is coming to a close. Because the famine of the word is right around the way. Let me see you type under a video, okay, some stupid shit in Jacob's trouble. You know?
Hey, and brothers deal with the comments and shit, you know? Brothers just block, remove. You know, you had Jake say some stupid ass shit at camp on the comment board, man.
Right.
You know?
You don't have the name. You took your time to watch this camp video for however long you watched it and said that that's not the name when you literally could have got off the page.
Right.
But you got demons on you.
Yeah, just go unsubscribe, block the page, and go watch some fucking
Buddha shaking.
Some dude trying to raise up a baddie or something, man.
Right.
You know?
What they 20 verses 1. Go watch it 20 verses 1, man.
Fucking pop the balloon challenge, man. You know? Or go watch a gold digger trying to get caught. Don't watch us, man.
God.
You know?
God.
Motherfuckers.
I got one real quick. This Titus 1 and 15, and it says, unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving, nothing is pure. But even their mind and conscience is defiled. Verse 16, they profess to know, it's like they profess that they know Yahweh, but in their works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate. You see, and that sums up a lot of you niggas in that same category, man. You read what that nigga said real quick in that little snippet. When he said he just do read-throughs.
Yeah.
You know?
He said, I only do read-through, but I lived in this word.
Well, if you lived in the word, you would be out on the highways and byways professing the coming and the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Mm-hmm. You will be warning the nations that destruction is coming unto them, that there's a new sheriff in town, so to speak, all right, which is Yahweh Shai.
But I'm looking at it, say he called himself the scribe, and he used the Levite name. So I don't know if he a Levite, but you should at least be teaching the law. Teaching your people to keep the law to the best of their ability. That's the least you can do.
Right.
You know?
Sir Scribe.
Yeah.
You know? But nevertheless, you know, this is, and these sorts of videos are required, you know, so Jake can understand it's not just you know, what this guy is doing. All right, it's more to it, man. All right, you have to be perfect in this truth, meaning complete, all right, well-rounded, not just reading the fucking Bible and that's it. No, man, do what the Lord asks of you. All right, according to what Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, warning Israel. You're not warning Israel by reading Genesis, all right, from the 1st chapter to the last. Because that's how they got on this page. Reading Genesis 1, chapter 1.
I only do read-throughs. Man,
Genesis 2.
Nobody needs another audio book, man. They got
Come on,
enough of
bro.
them on YouTube.
Yeah, and I doubt, and we already know. I remember the elder used to ask this question, and until we gained the understanding, we never knew what he meant by that. When he would be like, you know everything, what does Genesis 1 and 1 mean?
Yeah,
Right.
explain that.
Explain that. If you can't get past that, it's like, come on, what we doing,
What we
bro?
doing? Yeah.
Like this how deep it is, and how just plain read-throughs just ain't gonna cut it.
Jay got the fucking Ethiopian Bible.
What we doing, bro?
Fucking, you don't know nothing, bro.
I got something for you.
Go ahead.
There's a Sirach 21 in
Righteous still.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm trying to see where I want to start at. I'll start at 14. It says the Sirach, book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 14. It says the inner parts of a fool are like a broken vessel, and he will hold no knowledge as long as he liveth. If a skillful man hear a wise word, he will commend it and add unto it. But as soon as one of no understanding heareth it, it displeaseth him, and he casteth it behind his back.
Man, that's heavy. That's heavy. It said when a skillful man heareth the word of wisdom, he added to it. You didn't add unto it, right? What it say about the fool at the end of
It
that?
says, but as soon as one of no understanding heareth
Right.
it, it displeaseth him. And
That's
what he said in the comment, hold on, let me see real quick. It says, I hate when y'all say that.
If you would have did your research, right? You would have did a diligent search of the scriptures, been diligent. You would have came to the understanding before you sat down, and the same amount of time that you took to comment that and conjure up those thoughts before you commented that, you could have did this. You could have used that same amount of time, all right, to do your research and see what that meant before you commented that.
Girl,
And that's not just to this one guy.
that's
right?
to all you motherfuckers, man.
Lord willing, that guy repent.
Yeah.
Okay, if he do, so be it. If not, fuck him.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, if he repent, good deal. But I would use my time a little bit more wisely as far as, dealing with the truth, man.
Yeah, and everybody think they know everything too.
God.
That's the real issue. But I got a little
Go
more.
ahead.
It's verse 16. It says, the talking of a fool is like a burden in the way, but grace shall be found in the lips of the wise. They inquire at the mouth of the wise man in the congregation, and they shall ponder his words in their heart. As is a house that is destroyed, so is wisdom to a fool. And the knowledge of the unwise is as talk without sense.
And you could have simply said, why do y'all refer to yourself as the hopeful elect? Right?
Yeah, ask a question.
Ask a question. It's not what you do, is how you do it.
Right.
That's a proverb amongst the world, right? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. You chose to go about it in an arrogant fashion.
Yeah.
So you got an arrogant response.
Yeah,
Okay?
you correcting the men that's been teaching way long before you. Jake got 15 videos with read-throughs. Obviously, you just coming in this thing,
Right.
But needless to say,
Oh, Salakia.
Go ahead.
And with the other Jake, with the other comments, because this has been an ongoing thing.
right.
In case you can't tell by now, right? I looked on the other Jake with his comments, the ones I removed, and he got no videos, no nothing. Nothing. You got one subscriber, which is probably your other page,
Right.
but you haven't done no videos, but you got comments and you want to say something, though.
Now, I'm real quick. Let me grab this. It's Isaiah chapter 30 and 20. And it reads, and it says, and though the Lord gave you, though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. You see, and according to the book of Proverbs, the first chapter, and I believe verse 12, if I'm not mistaken, I may be off a few verses, But nevertheless, it tells you that the men of the law will be on the in the chief places of concourse, all right? Where commerce being done, all right? Where the most traffic is at, okay?
Yeah.
So, you know, and I looked at this guy's video, and I could tell that his Bibles are, you know, in front of his bedroom dresser drawer. You know, you're not showing yourself. Your face is not on the camera. All right, you're not bringing it out, man. You know, you're not bringing it out. But that just go to show you how arrogant these people are getting. Okay.
Yep.
But your arrogance will land you in a world of trouble. You know, if you don't repent. All right. Verse 21, it says, and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand and to the left. It's like an and when you turn to the left. All right, going into the men that you see, brother Tom, the men that you see bringing out this word, okay, they're the ones that are going to guide you, man. Guide you in which ways you should be going, okay? And obviously, you can see from the spelling of different words that he's trying to spell in the Hebrew. All right. One of those other Bibles that he had, it said roots of Hebrew roots or something like that, and it had the Yiddish Hebrew.
Yeah.
Now, if you were being diligent and, you know, leaning down your ear to hear, as it says in Sirach, the 6th chapter, okay, you would know that you shouldn't even be following the Yiddish Hebrew, man. All right, that's not the true, pure Lashuan Kodash, man. That's not the ancient tongue. All right, that's not the Paleo Hebrew, man. But you have so much to say, right? You got something you want to bring out? Bring that Revelations out.
Yeah, this is Revelations 22 and 11. It says, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still.
Right.
And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
And that's the spirit that, you know, myself and like-minded brothers, all right, that you see pushing this word in truth and sincerity are in, man. Right? Hey, if you just fucked up with it, that's it. You just fucked up with it, man. Yeah. Like I said, there's more than enough ammo out there. Videos. When I say ammo, that's what I mean. To basically suffice whatever need that you have. All right. You have different brothers who may speak in different languages. Right. Brothers with sign language. Okay. You got brothers that speak on a more, how can I say, eloquently. You have certain brothers that speak eloquent, okay, that might, you know, appease you, right? Appease your fashion of learning. But then you have certain brothers that are just raw and rugged, and the message is there. It's the same message, okay? So there's more than enough videos out there. All right, there's more than enough camps out there. All right, all through the four corners of the earth, man. There's no reason that you shouldn't have an answer to whatever question you have about the Holy Scriptures. Yeah. And that's point blank, period, man. You know. But we're gonna get a couple more. We gonna get up out of there. You can bring out whatever you have, Bob.
There's it's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil, right? And when you come to different brothers, right, different brothers' pages, for the most part, you know, a lot of brothers don't comment on other brothers' pages,
right?
You know, they watch do beautiful lessons, and you know, you might say, hey, you know, your pot lesson, you know. For the most part, that's it. We're not out here telling brothers how they should do their own videos, man. You know, we keep our foot, man. You know, because you don't know that you may be you are talking to a potential elect man of the Lord, man. You know,
Jake don't go on the fucking apostles page and do that shit.
Yeah,
you know. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, it says be more ready to hear, right? As a newcomer, a student, right? You should be more ready to listen. All right,
that's right.
Learn, hear. right? Rather than be in the spirit of trying to correct someone for something that you don't even know nothing about, man. You know, being simple.
Jake, fresh out the world, probably still shaving, eating pork, mystery meats.
Yeah.
You know, ain't even clipped that part of him. You know, but trying to correct somebody.
Right.
And I get it, right? The fervency, whatever, however you want to phrase it. Okay.
Yeah, but you make a comment like that, but you say, "Oh, I hate when y'all say that, though." So
right.
So obviously, a lot of videos you're watching, most brothers say that.
Most brothers is saying that.
You know, you got it.
And predominant, I don't hear no other camp saying that.
Right.
So it's really Jake be having a problem with Great Millstone. Yep. You know, which is warranted. We bear the message of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, man. You know, we understand what come with that. We just went into it last night with the lesson. You want to say something?
What you brought out, Kushab?
Ecclesiastes 5.
Kind of like I know. It's like I ain't gonna cut you off.
Nah, you good. You know, we understand what come with the word of the Lord. All right, the message of the Lord, the testimony of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, right?
We got a little more too.
Go ahead, finish it.
Kind of verse 2, Ecclesiastes 5:2. It says, "Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before our power. For our power is in heaven, and thou upon earth, and thou upon earth. Therefore, let thy words be few."
But Jake think he's talking to mere men.
Yeah.
Jake think he's just talking to, you know, a couple guys that you know, wearing garments and preaching the word.
Yeah.
You know, scriptures tell.
Oh, so like scripture
No, we're gonna say scriptures tell you, all right, you offend one of these little ones.
Yep.
Would it be better as if you took a millstone around your neck, man, and jumped into a lake, right? But nevertheless, go ahead and say what you're gonna say, Doc.
It's lit my mind.
Slide.
Nah, you got it.
That was it on
Yeah,
there?
that was it.
You got it.
Same thing back here up in shop. This is Sirach 32:7. It says, "Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth, and yet holdeth his tongue. If thou be amongst great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words." All right? And this right here, you know, this is a pretty basic, you know, lesson that we're doing, in a sense, you know. But again, it's talking about letting your speech be short, you know, when you're around your teachers, man.
Right.
All right? Like Jake not out here trying to stunt on, you know, this and that and the third. You know, we believe through the Spirit that we, you know, we have the 100%, under 144% understanding, you know, taught from our elders and apostles from GMS, you know. But whenever it comes down to the situation, if we don't know something, if we disagree with something, like you said, it's a right way and a wrong way of doing things. Ask the question and you will be edified. You know, but showing yourself that you know, you're this and that, you know, and you're going to correct us, you know, men that has been studying, you know, this thing and asking the questions from our elders and apostles to gain more and more knowledge, you know, it's stupid.
From men that put in the work, man, to obtain this knowledge that you see being presented.
Yeah.
It's a disrespectful, that's disrespectful, man.
It is.
It's you know, Jake have spent countless nights, sleepless nights, you know, have cut off pleasures and you know, made time for this truth.
Yeah.
And you know, Jake probably don't see it that way because they don't even know the intricate parts and the intricate ways of this truth, right? Of the ministry.
Right.
They don't get it.
All
right. And one would say, "Oh, this is a harsh video," you know, but to hell with your feelings. This is the real deal, man. All right.
And trust me, you think this harsh, it could get worse.
It can get worse, you know. And Jake being
this is some level 1,
really,
you know, some type of shit. Cause you get on with Elder Manata Zagba in South Carolina.
Yeah,
he on your ass.
Yeah.
Elder Pastor Hall, he on your ass.
Go make a comment like that on GMS South Carolina way, man.
yeah.
Matter of fact, Go put that comment on GMS. Keep pushing, man.
Yeah.
Put that on GMS New Orleans.
Yeah.
Go do that.
Yeah.
Hey man, when you hear a brother, I ain't gonna say a brother, I'm gonna say when you hear, cause I don't wanna give it away, you know. But when you hear a brother say, hey man, this is my page.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what the fuck I wanna say.
Oh yeah, it's over with.
You know?
It's over with, brother. It's over with.
You know? Yeah, man.
But, and I'm gonna say this because Jake feel bold enough to do that, man. You didn't do that in school.
No.
You ain't tell a teacher, hey, this is how it should be taught.
Right.
Fate don't mean that. It's like hope don't mean that.
Right.
It's fate right there. Nah, you ain't do that. You ain't cite what a teacher was wrong at. At 3:10, this is where you was wrong. Jake actually put that.
Yeah.
I hate when y'all say that. You didn't tell your teacher that, man. Where you grew the nuts to say that, man? But nevertheless, these things are spoken about in the scriptures that men and women, will come against this truth. And obviously we understand that this is a part of this truth, and we accept it and we understand it, right? But at the same time, it don't mean that we have to sit by and let it happen, right? So videos like this rarely get put up because Jake don't entertain no foolishness. Obviously, we have the scriptures that we brought out that bring the understanding of what to do in these sorts of situations. But sometimes this situation is edifying for another person that might get the balls, to comment, right? Come out to the block. Don't comment. Come out and deal like a man.
Right.
That's how men deal. We deal as such.
Yeah, if I could say,
Go ahead.
If anybody got an issue with what we said, we in New Orleans, and
Yeah.
we go to camp on Saturday, man.
And you deal like that, man. Jake like to be behind these different social media platforms, and obviously Jake ain't inviting danger or anything like that, but we're inviting Jake to come out and discuss the scriptures. That's what we're inviting, man.
Right.
If you have a question or anything like that, get after it. Be proactive. Don't be reactive. All right. Oh, bring up that Matthews for me.
Yeah, kind of, if I can say real quick.
Yep.
Obviously a lot was said, but we damn near pushing an hour in this video.
Damn.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Damn.
But obviously a lot was said, and what you gotta understand, just with anything else, listen to the message and not how it was given.
Right.
The message that we're men speaking, how we speak, and we're trying to hopefully edify you and get this point across of how you should behave yourself, how you should act, how you should go about doing these things.
Jake don't do that shit in the church, bro.
Right. And then ultimately too, didn't really have to do this.
Right.
This lesson didn't have to be done.
Yeah.
We could have made another edifying video, pushing for the brothers to keep on going.
Fuck the MOTB.
MOTB.
Anything.
So consider this a blessing in itself that you got somebody here, trying to help you
To
go
reprove
in reprove you and help you go into the right direction of things. But this is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 10, and you want me to get straight to the point?
Yeah, just get straight to the point.
10 and 14, it says, red letters, Yahweh Shai speaking, and whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of the house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. So shake off the dust of your feet,
Yeah, and ultimately, man, just if you don't receive this word, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, it don't really make us, okay?
Don't break us.
Scriptures tell you what? We preach to the fucking now. If nobody listens.
Preach to the wind, man.
Right.
To hell with it, man. If Jake don't want to listen, we did our job.
Yeah.
All right, and we gonna continue to do our job. It's just the same as if we don't have nobody coming up to the camp, inquiring about what's going on, and fuck it, we done what we was supposed to do. All right, we came out, we done it. shit, we make, hey, what it tell you in Ezekiel? All right, we have to do this, all right?
Get the blood off our head.
If they don't,
I got it.
Go ahead, bring it out.
I'm going for it. Ezekiel 23 and it's like it. I was on the wrong one.
It's 3.
It's 3.
Is it 23 and 3?
No, 3 and 16.
3 and 16, it's like it.
I'm about to say I'm tripping.
Ezekiel 3 and 16. That's not it either.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, read down?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really, you could, just you go through it. Just go through it all the way to 19.
Come. Ezekiel 3 and
16 to 19, yeah.
It says, and it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
Yeah, so either way it go, man, we do what we do as far as preaching this word. All right, we washing our hands. All right, we getting the blood off our hands. All right, because that's what's commanded of us to do. All right, not to read Genesis to Revelations chapter by chapter. Get up under some men of understanding and get these breakdowns. Okay,
beat times.
Yeah.
beat times according to Sirach 6.
Yeah.
Get up under these men beat times. Get up under a man of understanding. All right, and do what the Lord asks you to do. If you consider yourself a prophet, all right, you said, what did he say? He lived this thing. If you actually live this thing, your works will show of it. Your works will show of it. You wouldn't be sitting there debating if hope means fate and fate means hope. All right, but Lord willing, the point was made. You had anything else? Beautiful. All right, so prior to getting out of here, all right, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to whom it may concern. Okay, before we get out of here, we want to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
And a Bible ball.
Bible.